Hello, everybody. I am here to do the 32 question tag. Let me pull the questions up. It's called 32 Random Questions YouTube tag. So, we'll get started. Let me see if I can do this. Here we go. All right. So, the first question is wow, got a lot of brightness coming in. I always open my blinds and my door and everything to get the sunlight in, but it is very bright. Um, anyway, here we go. Do you sleep with your closet doors opened or closed? Closed. I mean, if I see that it's open and I'm already in the bed, I'm not getting up to close it. So it really doesn't bother me, but closed. I don't like my closet doors open anytime, really, unless I'm in there getting something. Uh, do you take shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels? I do, and I don't know why I do. I don't know, Liz. I really don't use them. I don't know. I do. It's not enough to shampoo or condition, really. But I do. I don't know why. I just do. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? Out. Now, when I make my bed, I tuck my sheet. I do the hospital corners, but I sleep at the head of the bed and the foot of the bed. So I start out in one direction, but when I turn to go to the other direction, I will tug the sheet out and go under it or fold it over me. So I'm back and forth, but they start out tucked at the bottom. And have you ever stolen a street sign? Yes. And do you cut out coupons and then never use them? Yes. Now I cut coupons and I use my coupons, but then I have some that I want to use, and if I don't find that product at the store, I'll carry it around with me. And then sometimes it winds up being expired, so then I can't use it. Ooh, getting even brighter now. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Neither. But if I had to choose, it would be a swarm of bees. I can cover up from some bees. A bear is the bear. Do you always smile for pictures? No. Do you ever count your steps when you walk? No. Have you ever peed in the woods? Yes. Do you still watch cartoons? Yes, but only real cartoons, what I call real cartoons. Cartoons are supposed to be funny and entertaining. They're not supposed to be serious or dramatic. They're supposed to make you laugh. So yes, I watch cartoons, real cartoons. Uh, where would you bury hidden treasure if you had some? I can't tell you. If I tell you, you will come and dig it up. Hmm. What do you drink with dinner? Most of the time, nothing. If I do drink something, it's water. You digest your food better if you eat without drinking anything because it makes your body do the work that it's supposed to do. And water would be it if I had to have something or if I did sip something, it would be water. What do you dip a chicken nugget in? I don't eat chicken nuggets, and I mean, I've had them on occasion, and I don't dip them in anything. I don't dip them. What movies could you watch over and over and still love? Steel Magnolias, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. That is so much fun. It's so funny, and I'm a Dolly Parton fan. Uh, what else? What else? What else? Arsenic and Old Lace. That movie is hilarious. It's an old movie, old black and white movie. It has Cary Grant, and he's got these two aunts, and they're these two prim and proper old ladies, and they're serial killers. It's hilarious. Check it out. Arsenic and Old Lace. I have a few other movies too. What else? What else? I don't now I can't think of them off the top, but those definitely those. Were you ever a Girl Scout? No, but I was a brownie, which is what you are before you become a Girl Scout. That's what the younger ones are, the brownies. So I was a brownie. And would you ever strip or pose nude in a magazine? No. Can you change the oil in your on your car? Of course. Now I can't do it on the one I have now because with the way that this car is made, you can't do anything unless it goes up on the rack. You can't even change your own battery. My car has to go up on the rack and they have to remove the tire to get to my battery. These companies do that because they want you to have to bring it back to the dealership, but I'm not doing that. But you will still have to go to a mechanic to have it done. You know, unless you have a rack yourself. And in that case, I'd do everybody's. That's money. But anyway, but I know how, but I can't do it on this one. You can't access anything. You can't even see the fender. All you can do is top off fluids. You can't do any. You cannot access anything under my hood. So, and if you go under the car, you can't access anything. Everything you have to put it up on the rack. There's a whole. You have to take so much apart to get to it. You can't just go under there and drop the pin. You can't. You can't. So, what's the next question? Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? Nope. Afraid of heights? Nope. Do you sing in the car? Yes, I do. Is Christmas stressful? No. Occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid. Okay. And it's kind of goofy too. Well, one's not goofy. I wanted to be a Rockette. I used to love the Rockettes. We would go twice a year to the shows at Radio City Music Hall, and I wanted to be a Rockette. But my all-time favorite was that I wanted to be a pin setter. I thought that was the coolest thing. Ooh, I thought that was just the coolest thing. We would go to the bowling alley. My dad and mom were in bowling leagues, and even when they weren't bowling with the league, he always went bowling at least once a week. At least once a week. And he would take us with him. And you could see, after you roll your ball, and the pins get knocked down, you could see the feet running back and forth behind where they would grab the pins and set them back in the rack so that the pins could come back out and reset. It wasn't done automatically. Somebody had to be in the back putting the pins in. And I remember one day peeking back there and then going back there. And that's what I wanted to do. That was the coolest thing. So I wanted to be a pin setter. Okay, what else? Now I can hardly see. The sun's beaming. Do you believe in ghosts? No, but I do believe in spirits, but not ghosts. No. Um, the first concert you ever went to? Ooh, I forget who it was, But it was a symphony at Radio City Music Hall, and Prophecy Love presents something like that. But I don't even remember who it was, but I remember where it was. Um, we used to go to Radio City Music Hall, Rockefeller Center, wherever there was something. Even we would even go to the Felt Forum for different events. But then they would shut down one part because it was huge. It was Madison Square Garden. It was split up into different sections, and different events would be held in. So sometimes you would have concerts and symphonies, or it might be at another venue somewhere. But I remember that I think that was my first one. I was a little kid then too. Uh, Walmart, Target, or Kmart? Walmart. Walmart. Nike or Adidas? Adidas. No, I don't get. Well, you know, I really don't. I don't like the emblem for Adidas and the little. I don't like it, so I guess it would be Nike. Can you curl your tongue? Yes. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? Yes, absolutely. The last concert you saw? That's been a while ago. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I think a Prince concert. Yeah, I don't know. um, can you swim well? Yes. Can you knit or crochet? Yes, I can crochet. I can't knit. I have tried. It just gets on my nerves. I think I want to attempt it again, but the fun is gone out of it for me. But I do like to crochet. I enjoy crocheting. But knitting goes much faster in producing something that you can see. Knitting is much faster, but it's not fun for me, probably because I just can't seem to get the hang of it. Okay. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I'm gonna say cat person, and before I wasn't, but I had a cat that I loved, and it hurts to talk about her. I had her for over 11 years. It was going on 12 years, and she died, and I haven't had another pet since then. And my little one wants a dog, and I don't know. It could be okay, I guess, but I don't want to take care of an animal. I don't. And cats are a lot easier to take care of. Um, and if you travel, it's easier to have, different things for them, self cleaners and feeders and things like that. But with a dog, it's just not possible because my pets are house pets. Their feet do not touch the ground. Mm-mm. So I don't feel like taking care of a dog. I don't want to walk it. You can learn how to uh, litter box train it, then that would be one thing. But I don't want to take care of one. And they're very expensive. They're a lot more expensive to take care of than cats. And again, I travel a lot, and people don't want you bringing your pets with you. And it costs a lot to bring your pet anyway. And if you put them in a kennel, kennels are expensive. And if you don't come back when you say you're going to come back, because a lot of times I might be scheduled to come back and change my ticket or go somewhere else instead. So that's just something that it's going to take too much. It requires too much responsibility, and I don't want to do it. And so I guess that is it. And let me put these questions down. I'll talk to you guys later. Oops, I lost it. It's the wrong thing. All right, bye. Excuse me. Talk to you guys later.